Guys, and welcome back to another week of Casual Chaos. Angela, welcome to Casual Chaos.
Thank you. How are you?
No problem. I'm good. How are you? Do you want me to say Angela?
Just let it flow. Like people ask too, like, should I say Angela or Black Chyna? But if everybody keeps saying, hey, it's Black Chyna,
The world knows you as Blac Chyna, but given your name is Angela White, when did you start going by Blac Chyna?
2007. No, 2006.
And how did that come about?
It came about because I was an exotic dancer. I was a stripper.
And then do you like that is a part of you, or do you wish at some points you can drop that?
No, I love it.
You got to embrace
Absolutely.
it, right?
Absolutely love it because all of these things make me. You feel me? And like, come on, we all have a stripper friend. Or if you don't know she's a stripper or he's a stripper, if you see some tall heels in the back, might need to ask him that question.
No, there was a girl in my sorority at college who she became a stripper, and everyone was jaw dropped, but I was like, go off. Like, you're doing what you got to do. She was killing it. She was something for Halloween. I forget what she was, but she literally went and like got the wig like professionally put on. She's like, girl, do you know how much it cost to put this on me? And I was like, she was so funny, but she was awesome.
What sorority are you in?
I was in ZTA, Zeta at Rutgers.
Okay.
Were you in a sorority?
No, I was in a strip club. If you want to say, we were sisters.
We were. Okay, I love that. Okay, so you rose to fame at the age of 22. In 2010, your name was dropped in the Drake song Miss Me. And then later on that year, you were a stunt double for Nicki Minaj in Kanye West's music video for Monster. Did you feel like your life changed overnight during that moment?
No, I was still in the strip club. Absolutely not, baby. Just because somebody put your name in a song does not mean coins.
Yeah.
It does get you to notoriety of people coming to the club and seeing you and things of that sort, but that wasn't what really did it.
So what did do it for you?
It was a multitude of things, but mostly me. It was me just being an ultimate hustler and just hustling for everything. Yeah. And then my cosmetics, my store that at the time I had 88 Fin, I had Lash Cosmetics.
I mean, obviously working at the strip club, I'm sure you made a lot of money there. But then when did you feel like, okay, I'm being recognized?
I would have to say when people stop calling or saying I look like Nicki Minaj.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I loved it. It was cute because I actually know Nicki. So I feel like that's when people really started to get to know me. You know what I mean? Because if you look like somebody, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, like people, they walk up to you on the street. Because I've always been her. Like if it was in a strip club, people already knew who I was. If it was magazines, they already knew who I was. But now this is a whole different ball game where it's like real media, real tabloids, all of that. So the moment when people started walking up to me and saying Blac Chyna and not, excuse me, you look like Nicki Minaj. And I'd be like, oh, thank you. You want to take a picture still? Because later you're like, oh my gosh, that was actually Blac Chyna.
Wait, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Washington, D.C.
Okay. And then did you eventually make a move to LA?
No, from there was Miami.
Okay.
I went to Miami because I was going to Johnson& Wales, JWU in Miami, which was a culinary arts school, but I was going there for business management. So that's when I had moved to Miami.
Oh, cool.
And then after Miami, I came to LA and I've been out here ever since. I love LA.
Yeah, no, LA is great. A lot of opportunities, and you're definitely surrounded by, a good circle, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever feel like ever walking away from the spotlight completely?
How could anybody walk away from the spotlight?
No, you're right.
It depends on like what spotlight means to you. Like I feel like I've always been like noticed or somebody in whatever rim of life that I was in. Whether it was high school, you knew who I was. If it was in a strip club, you knew who I was. If it was with the hair and makeup, like you knew. It's just different rims I don't think it was a time where like nobody, where it was a time where I was a nobody. Or at least I never felt like that anyway.
You always felt like people knew you, people talked about you. You were always in people's ear. And I mean, that's a great point that you
Yeah.
make. Even at points now, you know, when life gets dark, because my family's been through some pretty dark points. And I'm sure, you know, everyone has a broken window in their home, everyone goes through it. But even when the moments get dark, that's when the people talk about you the most. And then from there, it's you really can't walk away from it no matter what. Once you're already in the public eye, people are always going to know who you are. Maybe not as much at certain points in your like certain points in time. Some people will be bigger than you and then you'll come back, but no matter what, you're always going to people are always going to know.
People always know you, and honestly, it depends on what you want to be left off being known as. So if somebody was to walk away when they're obviously setting a positive example, then that's like a good walk away. Now, walking away because of drama and stuff like that, you don't want to be known or last seen doing that, you know? And then also, so you have to think it's a different entertainer, influencer that's coming out every day, you know? So if you don't stay with the Joneses, you're gonna naturally get left behind without you even walking away. You don't have to walk away because you're not interested enough for me to even follow you. So that's what happens too, when you be like, dang, like whatever happened to, oh yeah, that's because they didn't keep up with the Joneses. That's why
You're
you have
right.
like your Rihanna's, your Jay-Z's, your Beyonce's,
They're always
J
if
Lo's. They're always in the mix. They gonna stay in the mix. Oh, Snoop Dogg. I love me some Snoop
always
Dogg.
reinventing themselves. You're right, and following the trends. Like
Setting the trends.
100% Beyonce coming out with her country album, no one would ever think she would do that. And then she flipped heads. Everyone was freaking out and loving it.
They was freaking out, but they was talking so much. You know what I mean? But let's take away like the name, like we're talking about the talent. And that's what the problem is, because if it wasn't Beyonce and it was somebody else, then it wouldn't be a problem. But because Beyonce, she's talented, why would she put herself in a box? And I feel like that way with anybody. You can be talented and do other things. Just even for your mindset, like if everything's in a repetition and a spiral, you're gonna lose it. We have to use our God-given talents to bless this world. And
You're
she's been
right.
blessing us too. I love that music.
She is. She's awesome. To fast forward a bit, your relationship with the father of your child became very public, and you talked about being publicly humiliated during that time. What was the hardest part about going through these breakups with the world watching and being involved with one of the most famous families in the industry?
I'm not answering that next question.
No problem. How do you keep yourself emotionally strong for your kids?
By praying and keeping to myself and not saying things that doesn't really matter. I only talk about the things that matter and what's important, and that's God's sobriety. And that's just really it. The Bible, just everything positive.
Throughout all of like the craziness, what has been like your biggest piece of advice for your kids? Your daughter Dream is beautiful. I see
Thank
her
you.
all
She's a
the
baby
time.
doll.
She is so gorgeous. I see her on my social media all the time. And her relationship with her cousins remind me so much of how I was with my cousins. Like when you're at family parties and then you and the cousins go off and you can like you choreograph your own little dance and then perform it in front of everyone.
Love it.
They are the cutest thing. And she seems just like such a sweetheart.
She is. She gets it from her mama. No, but no, she does though. I feel like a lot of things that Dream does, I literally crack up. I'm like, you are literally like, it's been times where she'll do stuff that she's never seen me do before, and I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm starting to believe like this genetic thing might have some truth to it. But all in all, I just lead by example. I don't push anything like on King or Dream. I let them be children. That's why I rarely post them, because I feel like just in this day and age, everything is just so overstimulating, and I don't want them to ever be overstimulated or feel like they have to fit in or they have to do something or they have to quote unquote work, because social media and all this stuff is work. So it's not like, oh, it's just like a fun time. So
No,
that's really it.
100. That yeah. Speaking of that, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, you've gotten a lot of praise of how you raise King and Dream, and what kind of parenting rules have you set around fame, privacy, and social media in your household?
Well, they can't have TikTok or Instagram or nothing like that. Imagine I get up in dreams on TikTok live. Um, get off of there getting those gifts. Wait for me. No, I'm just kidding.
How old is
um,
she? How old are King and Dream?
Dream's 8, and then she'll be 9 in November, and then
Okay,
King is 12. He'll be 13 this year, and I was like, wow, time goes by very, very, very
so
fast.
quick.
And they're still babies. Like I don't really, and they have let me tell you something, they have a lot of common sense and they're very vocal. It's nothing that they can't come to me and like talk about, but it's never been like a combative thing like, hey, you can't be on Instagram or social media or anything like that. It's just like, this is what it is.
Yeah, so they just like respect it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're aware that their parents are very public figures. So do they look at it as a way of you protecting them?
No, this has just always been their life. It's this is like their norm. If this was just to happen today or tomorrow, then it would be abnormal. But this is like their day to day. So it's not like they're like super spoiled running around here like, give me money, give me money. It's like
Yeah.
they've always been around money. Both of them. They've always had things. So it's even funny because King Hill asked me, he's like, Mom, can you send me some money? And I'm like, yeah, how much you need, King? Like, I don't care. He's like, keep Apple Pay it for me because I need to get something in Robux. And I'm like, okay, King, like how much is it? He's like, I just need you to send me $2. No, it was $3. I need you to send me $3. And I was like, $3, King? I'm like, okay. So I sent 10. And then I get another like ding. And he sent me $7 back.
No way. Oh
I
my
asked for a
God.
dollar, you give me 10. I ain't give you 9 back now. I'm going
No,
to the
right? Because
candy
it's like
store.
it's a treat. When my dad used to give me more than I asked for, I'm like, thank you very much.
Yeah, then I'm like, is this a trick question? Do you really need 10? You're just trying to be easy because you know I'm gonna send more. No, but that's what they don't like ask for too much, and I'm happy for that. But I feel like most of the times when money or tangible things come about is when you can't give them the proper attention that they need. And being as though like it's a boy and a girl, they're totally different. So it's like the attention I have to give Dream is totally different from King, but the love is still there. The love is equal.
Are they are they super close?
Yeah, they are. King, oh my goodness, they're so funny because I'm an only child. So when they get the bickering and stuff and I'm just like, this is great. This is all I ever wanted growing up was to hear this.
Right. I mean, I'm one of four and the house is never quiet. So
Oh,
it's like never quiet. And I'm moving out soon, closer to the city. And I just told my youngest sister because I'm the oldest, and then my two sisters are 20 and 19, but they're at college, so they're leaving for college soon. And then my youngest sister is 15. And I just told her that I'm moving out in the fall. And she was
oh.
like, no way. Like, you're going to leave me? I'm going to be in this house all alone. She was like, who am I going to go to Pilates with? What is going on?
No, that's sweet. She's gonna build so much character while you guys are gone.
Oh, I know.
But the thing is, I feel like you're gonna miss them the most
Oh, I
because you're
am.
like,
Oh, I'm going to miss them so much. I felt my whole life that I've always had to be home to kind of just protect my siblings and just always be around if my mom ever needed anything. So it was always that like sense of, okay, I'm home, things are okay. If they need a ride, I was just always there. And when your career brings you to this point where the commuting's too much, or you have to make that move and that change for yourself, it's a weird feeling because I'm like, okay, I could still stick it out and stay home and run myself dry every day and be exhausted every day, or I can make my life a little easier. And I don't think I've ever really done that for myself. And now
mhm.
I'm going to do that. And I think it's just like a weird feeling.
It's gonna be so great. You're gonna open up the key to your door It might be stuff in there. It might be an air mattress. Who knows? Because we all got to start off with an air mattress. I'm just saying,
No,
you
literally. I'm
know?
gonna have like my TV and my air mattress on my
Yeah,
floor.
like it is, and it's like you're on a come up, like, and you look at that, you get motivated. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna stack my money and go out and do my thing. But it's gonna be good for you. It's healthy. And I'm just glad I'm just glad for you that it wasn't a thing to where as though you were pushed out. Because a lot of times in well, I'm not gonna say a lot of times for me, once you get to a certain age, it's like you gotta go figure it out, get out of my house. So it's like it's two different things. So blessings to you that you get to stay and you know what I mean, and gracefully leave, like that is a blessing. And then your sisters can come visit you
That's what I
and all
said to
that
her.
good
I go,
stuff.
you could come spend a weekend with me. It'll be fun. I was like, I'll be right by the city. We could have a girls' day. It'll be awesome.
It's gonna be good.
You're so sweet.
You too.
Thank you. Have your children ever asked about your career? Are they ever at this point where they ask about your career and what you did growing up and how you kind of got to this point? Even King asking his dad, like, oh, daddy, like, how did you make it to this point? Because I grew up on it when I was really little too, like just being in the reality TV space. And it's weird because now I like have started to ask my parents, like, oh, did you actually have a conversation with us before going on reality TV? Like, did we ever say it was okay? Yeah, no, definitely not.
Roll the
like,
cam, roll the cameras.
like, did you ever ask us if this was okay? And they were like, well, you guys were so little at the time that it was kind of like every little girl's dream. You were so into dance and modeling that you loved the cameras around. And I was like, okay, I get that.
That's why I'm so protective over Dream and the cameras and stuff. I'll like let her do small things like the Nicki Minaj challenge because come on, she killed that. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's on my page. Just like a glimpse because I don't want to have her feel like, okay, I can't do it at all. Like with my mom. So I'll do like little cute videos, a little TikTok video or something like that. Cause I feel like if I expose her too early, then it's gonna discourage her. And I just wanna protect her energy so when she do go out, she can have the leisure to do whatever she wanna do. So I'm not gonna say, hey, because Dream does music, she does ballet, hip hop, gymnastics. Like I'm like, you're not tired. And she's not, you know?
But that was like me. You were like my mom. My mom put me in everything. And that's what also like keeps us going. And then, eventually she's going to find what she really loves.
Yeah.
And then she's going to pursue that like she's never pursued anything before. And that was like me. I fell in love with tumbling and gymnastics and cheer. So I like settled on competitive cheerleading because it was kind of a mixture. It was dance and gymnastics. So I liked the both and I found something that kind of gave me that happy medium. And that's what I pursued all throughout high school pretty much. And then when I went to
Yeah.
college, my career started picking up and I wanted to just be a normal college kid. But yeah, no, it was definitely an experience. And I mean, I feel like as parents, my parents, you try to do the best that you can to protect your children from the outside world, honestly, because the outside world is where things get harsh and people get mean and the comments could be overwhelming. So, Dream is so sweet and innocent and she's still so pure that like, and same with King, they're just at an age where, and this is where it gets difficult too, because the generational growth that has just been happening over the past years is so scary. Kids
Yeah.
grow up so fast. They get exposed to so many things so early now.
And I got them in a bubble. I got them in the bubble, a good bubble too.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, I'm listening. I'm like,
you
I
have
feel
to because it's so scary.
it's very scary. They're very, very, very kid-like, even kitty-like. Because I was like, when I was not even really Dream, I would say my Dream is intellectually mature for sure. Kingy is like still like I don't know, to me, I don't know if he's put on the front, but to me, he's still like a baby. I'm like, you can't do that, King. He's like, I want you to do it. No, you do it. Dream still. I'm like, if you can do that, you can do this. And then they just still want me to do it, but they're just still baby, like, I don't know.
Yeah, they'll do it when they're by themselves, but when you're around, they're like, "Mommy, please."
Right. I'm on to them.
The whole thing, it's like you're trying to protect them. And I think, honestly, my youngest sister, because when all the legal stuff went on with my family and when we were going through a lot of stuff just publicly, she she was 6. But then as she got older, it was also just mean kids in school saying things to her like, "Oh, your parents are in jail," or like, little things here and there. Then
Wow.
once she got a phone, then she's exposed to the comments and things on social media. So even though we did not tell her at 6 years old that mommy and daddy are going to be going to jail, we never said that. We said that they were going to camp and they have to go for work. And we always
Yeah.
made that narrative to her. But now, and it's so weird, and you get like chills when she says this to us. She always knew where they were going, she said. She goes, I always knew where they were going, and I
Yeah.
just never wanted you guys to, worry that like I wasn't okay, but like I always knew.
Yeah.
And she knew because of the outside world and because
For
of
sure.
other people, not because of your inner circle. And that's where it gets that's where
So and this is I'm glad that we're having this conversation because it's giving me a really good insight just with my personal life and my children. That's why King and Dream, they know everything. And I'm very vocal. I'll tell them like, hey, this is what this is. Or King knows I used to be a dancer. I told him. You know what I mean? And what it was, but I did it in a jokingly way. Like,
of
Mom,
course.
this was back in the day before you, King. And he's just like, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, King, this is like way before you. But I'm very vocal with them with my sobriety. They even make jokes like to me and stuff like that. Like I was like, I'm about to be doing my this was when I was turning 2 years sober. Dream was like, well, I think she said, well, I'm 7 years sober. Like they just say little funny things because when they would see like the balloons and stuff, they're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "This is my sobriety," and because mommy doesn't drink alcohol and things like that. And King's like, "I'll never drink alcohol." So we just have like these real life conversations, and it feels good because at the end of the day, these are my children. I got to be real with them because I will want somebody to be real with me because if I'm real with them, they'll always know how I'm coming regardless, and I feel like with saying certain things, it's always about the timing and the tone. Like if
100%.
I explain something to you in a sweet, calm, gentle tone, you'll understand, however which way or whatever it is that I'm talking about, like you'll um what is it, dissect it way better than any other way.
That's probably, I think, even, from a child's perspective. And, I obviously don't have children yet, but I see the way, how you're speaking, how you're so honest with your kids. And
Mhm.
that's like my mom. As much as she was like a parent and obviously a parent to us, she was always so honest with us and always put us in a direction where it was like, okay, girls, do this because I want you to be better than mommy. And I
Mhm.
don't want you to make the same mistakes that mommy did. So let's move in this direction. And I think when you're honest with your children and really just like they see that vulnerability in you and they
Yeah.
just they feel it 10 times more. So like King saying, "Mommy, I'm never going to drink." He probably could see that drinking hurt you in the past. So he's like, "I would never want to do that." Just little things that they pick up on. And it's like, it's really beautiful that you're so honest with your kids because they're going to
Thank you.
appreciate that one day.
Thank you.
So you're starring in a new film named Pardon Me, coming out August 15th, based on a real life story of Bevelyn Williams. Tell me about this.
A Christian-based movie. And when I met Bevelyn, I just felt compelled by her story. I love the fact that she was just so open and honest and even wanting to share this with the world and being so vulnerable with the contents of the film, because it will, and I know this too, it's going to definitely cause a lot of controversy and uproar. And I'm cool with that. That's good, because I feel like in this world, everybody has their own opinions and beliefs and morals. And a lot of times people don't really talk about how they really feel. And that's what we need in this life. We need more leaders or people to at least stand up and speak on how they truly feel. But when I got there, it was
Well, this movie's based on the Face Act, right? Which is just a really compelling story.
yes, yes. And I am I got like a few people that was like, "Oh, I'm unfollowing you because of the movie." And I was like, "Okay, unfollow me." And then I thought it was kind of funny because at the very end of the day, this is my very first lead role as an actress. Like, this is my very first lead role.
This is the
So
first time you did anything scripted like this?
no, I've done scripted before, but this is my first lead role. So
Oh,
I
that's
am Bevelyn
amazing.
in the movie.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
How was it filming?
It was awesome. It was good because Bevelyn was there and I was able to really talk to her and tap in and really get to learn her more just from reading the script or seeing things on the TV about her or going to YouTube. It's just totally different, and it kind of reminded me of myself because people have these perceptions of me, but then when you meet me, you're like, oh wait, you're kind of cool. You're kind of funny. I like you, and I'm like, okay, I like you too. What we doing?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so that's how it was with her. But it was times when I was on the movie set and I'm like, I'm getting in my head because I want to nail it so bad, because it's not like I could just go and just be myself or make up the character as I go along. It's like I'm trying to tap in to a different person.
No, for sure. It's a really
But
powerful
but
role.
I must say, I did a really good job. I can't wait to see it. I only
I'm
saw.
sure you killed it. I'm so excited to watch
I
you.
can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for this to come out.
What impact are you hoping this film makes on people's lives?
I hope that this impact truly opens their eyes to Angela White, that a woman can come from being a stripper and from the drama and from this and this and change her life and really follow her dreams and step outside of the box to empower the next person, because who else could play Beverly Williams other than Angela White, you know? So it's like it's all these different steps, because we're really hard on ourselves and sometimes we can't forget and forgive to even ourselves. Can't forget and forgive so you could give yourself grace to move on. A lot of people get stuck in the past or stuck in their old ways, and even their thoughts will hinder them even before they go out and try to do something different. So I'm hoping that when people see this, they be like, wow, let me go pick up my Bible and get right with the Lord, because the way that Angela White is winning right now, something has to give.
So, you were also on the second season of Special Forces. What was that experience like for you?
Oh, wow. Okay. So, first off, I thought,
Wait, can before you start, can I give you a little secret?
yeah.
I was just on it.
Oh my goodness. What did y'all film? Was it cold or hot?
We were hot, thank God.
Oh, I was freezing.
Oh, I
Oh my goodness.
you were in Wales, right?
We were in New Zealand. It
Oh, New
was
Zealand.
freezing. It was freezing cold. That one challenge, I couldn't walk down that dam with the water underneath. I don't know about this. I'm like, and that's so embarrassing. Imagine my harness popping and I'm just,
No,
no, I don't.
stop.
No, that's embarrassing. I'm not gonna go out like that and be embarrassed.
Did you ever actually feel like you were gonna die?
I couldn't do it. I got over the ledge. I looked down and I just was like, I can't go out like this. I cannot go out like this. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta go. They're like, well, if you come back over, you gotta go home. Hey, listen. It's like they could have they should at least give like people 2 tries or like
No.
2 skips or
Yeah,
something. It was
two
like
fails.
no skips.
Well, that was the thing. They didn't care if you failed the challenge, but you had to attempt it. which was, I think, the most nerve-wracking thing of it all.
So they just sent me home. They was like, bye, bye, Miss White. I was like, bye.
Wait,
Did you feel kind of crazy when you came back, even though it was uh not it's not scripted, but even though you know that it's not real, but it is real, meaning like you can't go home. Like that's the real part about it.
I
It's
mean,
no
yeah.
Wi-Fi, it's no phone,
Oh,
no chapstick, no face cream, none of your
the
personal things. But when you came home,
the shower and toilet situation was horrible. And it was, I feel like people really don't understand that this was the, I think probably you too, hardest thing of my life.
it was crazy. It was a scary. Did you see like the mountains that we was riding in with those trucks? And the guy would just be flying. I was having heart attacks every time we got in those trucks. I'm
Oh,
like, okay,
oh
this.
yeah. And then how talented the actual camera crew was.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Oh my God, climbing on the mountains, doing everything that we were doing. I'm like, okay, we think that we have to be fit, but no, you people are also carrying these cameras. Like it was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
But do you feel like it was the hardest thing you've ever done?
Not the hardest. No, not the hardest thing.
Really? Oh my God, I thought I cried almost every day.
Oh yeah, yeah. It wasn't the hardest thing. It was just, you just didn't know what was going on. Like you didn't know if they was gonna wake you up out of your sleep, if what time we was gonna eat. That was my biggest thing. I love some food. I'm like, dang, bring me some food.
Out of all the DSs, who did you connect with the most?
Oh my goodness. What was
So Rudy, there was Rudy, Q, Foxy, and
I think it was
Rudy.
Q towards it was Q after, but when I was in there, none of them.
None of them.
Because they stay in character, like they're not there to be your friends.
No. Oh my God, it was
But
so
after that, I
funny.
was like, hey,
You know, right? No, Q, I have to say, Q and Rudy, and even they pushed me the most. They were screaming in my face the whole time. I was like, oh my
did they do the whole bag over the face thing?
God. Uh
Yeah, I heard my knee doing it. I would get them.
huh.
And my knee wasn't right the whole time. I was like, my knee. They're like, we don't care about your knee.
It was real. It was
Well, I
real.
have to. I definitely need to tune in now. This is good.
Yeah, no,
When
you
I,
have
I told
to.
people, I was like, yeah, I'm be on special forces. They was like, we only watched 2 episodes and you were gone. I was like, I had to go. It was too hard. It was too difficult for me.
You have also done
Yes.
incredible work with Katarina's Club. For those who may not know, what is the mission behind this organization?
To feed children to go out and be a part of the community. I partner with Bruno, and he feeds 5,000 children a day.
That's amazing.
He has his trucks, the kitchen. I love going in the kitchen. I've actually cooked with him too. Like it is actually really good food. It's not like it's like pasta, real
Yeah,
chicken, real vegetables, and cakes, pastries. So it's really good food and healthy food too at that. Because it's one thing to feed the children, but are you really feeding them? Like, what are you feeding? What are you giving to them?
100%.
Because a sandwich is not going to cut it.
No, for sure.
No,
So, what kind of work have you been able to do with this nonprofit?
just simply just give back and just be a part. That's it.
What's next for you? Are there any projects that you can share or want to work on in the future?
Yes, uh I want to be the next Catwoman. I'm working on it.
Do it. They're like reinventing these superhero movies. So go for it.
I would love to be Catwoman. Got to lose a few pounds, put
You
the
got to
paper
be in
down.
a new cat moving Marvel film.
Yeah, I already got the nails. I actually live with 4 cats, so hey, I'm not too far off.
That's incredible. All right.
Thank you.
Well, Angela White,
This
thank
has
you
been lovely.
so much for coming on Casual Chaos.
Thank you. I love that name too. I love the name. Casual.
Thank you. Cause I just feel like, life can be so casually chaotic. You go through the motions, but it's also constant chaos,
Yeah, it's
24/7.
like, just come on, just walk through the fire with me. You get to the other side.